At Play on Tabletop, our mission is to inspire people to play. We love to show beautiful armies and great players, as well as fantastic battlefields to really forge the narrative we all create in our heads when we play a game of Warhammer 40,000. Today's matchup is no different. Veteran guest of the channel, Tanya the War Mistress, takes on Kaylee, better known to her legions of followers as Nurgle Snurgle, in what promises to be a beautiful display of tactics and hobby skill. This is 40k in 40 minutes, Nurgle versus Orks. Greetings 40k fans, your host JT, the voice of Play on here, and boy howdy do we have a fantastic game for you today. Nurgle Snurgle takes on the War Mistress in a battle of beautifully painted armies, but that's not all. Both are accomplished 40k players. This promises to be a tactical throwdown for the ages.
I'm back on Play on Tabletop, and this time I've brought my Orks, and I'm so excited because I finally get to play my very good friend Nurgle Snurgle, aka Kaylee, and I'm really excited to see what she's brought to the table today.
Tanya the War Mistress has been here before, and you can find her on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, the Forge the Narrative podcast, you name it, she's done it. She brings her stellar Orks today to square off against Kaylee, aka Nurgle Snurgle, who is a newcomer to our channel, but not so to the hobby.
Hi, I'm Kaylee, also known as Nurgle Snurgle.
You can find her on Instagram, YouTube, and she's half of the Chaos Divided podcast. She brings her beautiful Nurgle Demons today to do battle on our field of honor.
I am here to face Tanya, the War Mistress, and her beautiful Orks, and just kind of smash our armies together and see where we go from there.
Tanya's Orks, fittingly titled If You Want Peace, Prepare for War, consists of Gazgul Thraka, Mozrog Scrigbad, a War Boss, and a War Boss in Mega Armor, with Follow Me Lads. She's got 10 Beast Naga Boys, 2 trucks, a squad of Gretchen, some Grot tanks, commandos, a small squad of Mega Knobs, a slightly larger squad of Mega Knobs, a Mecha Dread, some Knobs, Squighog Boys, 3 squads of Storm Boys, and a squad of Warbikers.
I've also brought some Grot tanks, and these are adorable little tanks, and they have a little bit of a janky rule in which they can actually move if things move within 9 inches of them. So I'm hoping that they're going to be my MVP for this game, just zipping around the board and scoring me points.
As soon as I saw a Nurgling, I instantly fell in love with Nurgle, and I knew that this was my army for me. And I painted it up, and I knew, let's continue. And my army, just like Nurgle, just grew and grew and grew.
Kaylee, or as I'm going to say for the rest of this game, Snurgle, has Bellicor, a Great Unclean One with the Endless Gift, Horticulus Slimux, Rotigus, a Spoilpox Scrivener, 2 squads of Nurglings, 3 squads of Plague Bearers, a 2-man Beast of Nurgle squad, a single Beast of Nurgle, and a Soul Grinder.
I've been playing Orks a lot lately, and this particular list struggles a little bit to kill things, and Kaylee's army is, I'm guessing, pretty tough.
Model advantage definitely goes to Tanya. However, as far as durability goes, Nurgle is incredibly tough to shift. The war of attrition cannot be won by the Orks. This should prove an interesting tactical matchup.
So really, I guess what I'm trying to say is that the real Ork strategy is to call the war!
Our mission today is search and destroy deployment, so it's table quarters with a short distance between each other to get to Crumpin' Good. Scorched Earth is our mission. 5 points per objective, up to 10 per turn, plus you have the ability to burn down objectives and remove them for points. Our mission special rule is supply line, so holding your home objective on a 4+ will give you an extra command point.
Ready to see her green tide versus my greenish tide. Chunk it out. I am concerned about Gazgul a little bit, and then I saw like a big model in her army, but I'm more excited to see maybe some squigs go against some Nurglings. I think that'd be really cute.
Tanya has chosen fixed secondaries for this mission. She's got engage at all fronts and deploy homers. Spearhead deployment allows her to get engaged at all fronts really quick, so that's a bit of luck. However, the short distance really does favor an assault army, so fixed is an interesting choice. She's got a plan though. 3 squads of Storm Boys to Deep Strike should be able to get her deploying teleport homers as often as possible, as well as engage at all fronts.
Nurgle Snurgle, welcome to Play on Tabletop.
Thank you for the invite.
I'm so excited that I get to play you for the very first time, and we get to play our very colorful armies. I'm bringing the Orks. What are you bringing?
Nurgle.
Nurgle, go figure. I got a 6.
Oh, you told me those dice were cursed.
Oh, this is the only 6 I roll, I'm sure.
She's put her beast nagas into a truck. The knobs are going in the truck with the war boss. Mega knobs and mega boss with follow me lads are going to be hoofing it up the table. And Gaza is riding with a couple of mega knobs. The Spoilpox Scrivener is going with a unit of plague bearers, and Horticulus Slimux is riding along with his couple of beasts. Kaylee's decided to put the Great Unclean One and Rodigus into Deep Strike, as well as the 2-man unit of Beasts of Nurgle with Horticulus Slimux attached, as well as a unit of Plague Bearers. That's just under 1,000 points. Tanya's got 2 units of Storm Boys in Deep Strike.
Commandos are down.
Okay. I'm gonna lead with Big Boy himself, right in the corner there. And the little nurglings are just gonna find their little corner here.
Okay.
My other nurglings are gonna drop down into this corner. Ding, ding.
Okay.
Well, Bellicor looks a little lonely here, so I'm gonna bring the Soul Grinder.
Okay. Beast Boss on Squigosaur.
My other unit of Plague Bears with the Scrivener will be on the objective, just so I can get that nice CP. One sticky, icky Beast Nurgle next to Belly. And my last Beast of Nurgle.
The stickiest of all of them.
Yes. He's my Slimer of the beast.
This is a very deliberate deployment for both players. Neither one is telegraphing any moves early, as both are aware that this game could hinge on a single charge or die roll. This is a very cagey deployment from both players and sets up what could be a real back and forth tactical game.
Do you want to go first?
I feel as a defensive and reactive player that I feel more comfortable going second. However, I've looked at my stats for my games that I've played, and I do a lot better going first. So I guess first, but
I would like you to go first.
yeah, so that I come closer to your slow guys.
It's like you know my plans. Good luck. Oh my.
I guess I'm going first.
Okay.
All right, you get your
Are
wish.
you sure these aren't cursed? I'm happy that I'm going second because Tanya is going first. So I just kind of want to watch her put her models, and I just want to react to what she's doing.
Best of luck.
This episode is brought to you by Frontline Gaming and their full-color MDF terrain series. Frontline Gaming full-color terrain requires absolutely no painting. Just assemble it, and it looks fantastic on the tabletop, ready to transform your games into full-on immersive experiences. These sets look better than pro-painted with high-definition color, and it's easy to build to get your games looking great quickly. Honestly, pictures do not do them justice. All the terrain is manufactured in the USA by passionate hobbyists, and is designed to not only look great, but also to be fun and easy to use in your games. Make sure to check out the affiliate link in the description below for all your hobby needs. Now, back to the action. Looks like Tanya's got the first turn and has decided not to call the wog. That makes sense, as nothing is really close to her at all.
So I'm a defensive and reactive player, and going first for me is always a little bit scary. However, I know, my brain knows that going first is really good for me as an orc player because I can get a lot of board control, but my heart is very scared of this. I'm going to start with 1 command point, and so are you.
4-up mission roll for an extra command point succeeds. She's at 2, Snurgle's at 1.
I'm going to start by advancing my Mecha Dread. So he's going to move 10 inches, jump my knobs out, and now they're going to advance.
Okay. Right onto that objective.
truck is going to not advance. Commandos are also going to advance.
Advance, advance, untoward the foe seems the order of the day. You gotta get closer to hit him with the choppers.
Go squiggles!
See them?
No.
Oh my.
Okay. I'm going to advance the war bikers.
Let's see it. Oh, with the same dice?
Boys are gonna get out of the truck.
Truck rolls up to do deploy homers, and that's it for her shooting phase.
And that's gonna be it for me.
No shooting?
No, you everybody advanced.
Sounds good.
There's no charge and no fight phase.
I'm going to put my Bellacore up into Deep Strike and bring him down a little bit closer so I can get those commandos. They're pretty sneaky.
Bellacore gets to pick up and come back because of Realm of Chaos for 1 command point. Snurgle also pulls her Plague Bearers. Oh boy, here come the shenanigans. This is a solid decision in my mind. It means she can pressure from sharp angles and really force Tanya to be wary of her ability to be exactly where she needs to. It may not be the most advantageous this turn, however, Realm of Chaos to pick up 2 units really puts the idea in Tanya's mind that the demons can come from anywhere, and it will force her to be wary of that. Tanya does score 2 points on Engage and 3 on Homers to be up 5-0 at the end of her half of turn 1. Snurgle now, extra command point on a 4-up succeeds. 3 command points Tanya, 2 for Snurgle.
Ready to see what my missions are?
Yes. Yes, I am.
She draws area denial and capture enemy outposts. Not great draws this early.
Okay, let's see what I can do.
Okay.
So I pulled probably the worst secondaries that I could probably pull. I'm okay with that. It's just the first turn.
Bellacore's choosing Wreathed in Shade, so minimizing being targeted when he comes back on the board.
These guys are just gonna go more
Oh.
in the
okay.
back.
Okay.
Yeah, they need to hide.
The Plague Bearers and the Scrivener advance, as holding the objective with Infected Outbreak is a good thing, and a gooey thing. She's gonna hold that till Tanya takes it away.
The Nurglings are just going to move just onto the line. Don't know what's gonna happen. They're just kind of hanging out in the... Let's put the Soul Grinder over there.
Bellacore and the Plague Bearers come back in now as they must return in their following reinforcement phase as per the stratagem.
End of movement. We'll go into shooting.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with the Soul Grinder first.
Okay.
Shooting now, Soul Grinder targets the Knobs and the Mega Knobs. Artist Nails from Tanya makes them -1 to be wounded. She's down to 2 command points. The Knobs take nothing. The Mega Knobs take just 2 damage, and that leaves one of the Knobs on a wound. Bellacore fires into the Mecha Dread, trying to strip some wounds off it.
Tough.
5. Nope. So he's down to 13.
Okay. On to some charges.
Okay.
I want to make sure Bellacore gets in there.
Okay.
Bellacore charges the Commandos. The Plague Bearers are in as well. Bellacore sweeping attack into the Commandos. Tanya game with Artist Nails for command point. Only 3, and the Knob is dead. Plague Bearers now, can they kill him?
Let's see some play on.
Yes, they do!
The commandos are gone, but I'm not really that upset about it. So something has to die every turn in an orc army, so it might as well be something that I've chosen to let go. And that is what the commandos were, unfortunately. But they'll be back in the next game. Not this one, but...
That was a cautious but intensely focused turn 1. Both players are being very smart with how much they're willing to push forward. Snurgle's keeping capture enemy outposts. It is such a great secondary late game, and it's 8 points, but I think scoring 5 now instead of 8 later is usually a better option. It may have been better for Snurgle to discard both objectives, but only time will tell. Tanya's turn 2 now, 10 points on primary, goes up 15-0. Also gets an extra command point. She's up to 3, same as Snurgle. No Wah this turn. Interesting. This is a really risky play, as she's not going to have any defense from high AP anything without that 5-up invulnerable save, and Snurgle can bring in everything this following turn. It could be a huge upswing for her, though, on turn 3, so we may be in for another tightly played turn. Looks like Tanya's moving to minimize her losses and Snurgle's deep strikes. If she can score as much as possible through the first 3 turns, she could potentially build an insurmountable lead.
For the moment at least, Be'lakor is safely tucked away in a corner. This is going to allow me a little bit more time to continue to screen out the board, keep pushing him away. This screening is going to be a lot more difficult because it is 6 inches, but I think that I still have enough tools on the board. I've got enough units that I should be able to push out a little bit farther just to save 3 of the objectives at least. I'm going to throw my bomb squig at your plague bears. So it's going to go wee, 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 wee.
Oh, cute.
Oh, I get to make squig noises.
So yes, it does. How many does it do? 2.
2. That will kill 1.
Ooh, baby. I'm going to advance my warbikers.
Okay.
So they're going to go 15.
Ooh.
Storm Boys deep strike into Nurgle's deployment zone. There's some big potential points for deploying homers, and it's a unit for engage.
So I'm going to go into my shooting phase.
Okay, let's see it.
Bikers fire at the Nurglings, some incidental damage at best.
5 pistols that can see from my Beast Nega boys into those Nurglings.
Okay.
Beast Nagas are the same Nurglings, 1 base and a wounded one.
Yeah, I'm gonna try shooting the Mecha Dread into this Nurgling squad.
Not the snot rockets.
The Mecha Dread into the Nurglings, that's a dead base. Storm Boys do deploy homers for 5, and they are the extra engage points. Charge phase now, and the Beast Naga boys charge the Nurglings.
They are very mischievous. So you
Okay.
are -1 to hit.
Okay, 4s. And now I need 2s.
6s. Make 1. Yes.
So-
So 1 is still alive.
Okay, so I've got
With 2.
I'll just roll this first.
Yeah.
And then I'll roll this. And then this.
That's a lot of 5s.
Ooh, that's some dead Nurglings. That was quick. Once again, 1 command point in Realm of Chaos for Snurgle now. A Beast of Nurgle, as well as Be'lakor again being picked up. Maximizing what she can score is huge here for Tanya. She will not win the attrition game. If the secondaries don't start flowing for Snurgle, this could be a quick one. What demonic trickery does she have up her sleeve?
I've never played against another defensive player, so it's really interesting to see some of the same ideas through the player on the other side of the table from me. So I'm really interested to see what she's going to do with these big models, and to be honest, they do kind of scare me.
So Tanya hasn't called the wall in turn 2. I'm kind of happy about that because I just didn't want her fully into my face, but she's really screening me out really well. I wonder how it's gonna look like if I would try to bring in the Be'lakor, Great Unclean Ones. I don't know if I have a chance, but I'm gonna attempt to.
No 4-up for an extra command point, and she draws into Defend Stronghold to go along with Capture Enemy Outpost. 10 points on primary puts us 23-10 as we head to Snurgle's turn 2 movement phase. Not a lot of moving about, but there are the shenanigans. Denizens of the Warp for a single command point. That allows deep strike within 3 inches. The Plague Bearers are now on Tanya's home objective. Talk about turning command points into victory points. Or as our friend Stephen Bach says from Vanguard Tactics, turn CP into VP.
Okay, let's go on to shooting.
Okay, here we go.
Bellicor, he's gonna put his betraying shades into your truck.
Bellicor targets a truck with shooting, and he takes 3 mortal wounds from a hazardous test. Ouch!
From the Soul Grinder, I'm actually gonna put everything into the truck. Hitting on 3s. So looking for 3s.
Soul Grinder into the same target. Ba-ba-ba-boom, that's a dead truck.
I lost my truck, but I have another one waiting in the lines behind it, ready to take its place. So I'm actually okay with losing this truck as well.
Let's go into some charges.
The charges.
The most important.
Charge phase now. Horticulus and friends need a 6. A 3! Built-in reroll for the win, though. That's a 10. They make it in.
I did say that I was going to fight with the Plague Bears there, so I'm going to commit.
Okay. You're
with a
in.
9.
Plague Bears into the Storm Boys, and the Plague Bears into the Storm Boys.
That's gonna be it for my charges.
Okay.
Let's go into some fighting.
The Beast and Horticulus go into her bikes. Tanya with hard as nails for 1 command point. 3 remaining for her, and they leave the boss knob alive on a single wound. That was a bit unlucky for Snurgle. Tanya spending 2 command points to interrupt into the Plague Bears. 1 more to use Unbridled Carnage for exploding 5s to try and weather the volume incoming and thin out the number of attacks, but she only kills 1 Plague Bear. Oof!
I guess 1 is better than none, but I was kind of hoping for, I don't know, 4, maybe. That would have been nice.
So my green Plague Bears over here are going to fight your Shooter Boys.
You bet.
And everybody's in. So hitting on 4s. So looking for 5s.
I am looking for 6s.
The Scrivener will get to fight. He is hitting on 3s. Looking for 4s. Oh.
Slap-a-doo-hoo, that's the squad.
And the pink Plague Bears, 4s. And looking for 5s.
Looking for 6s. I saved 1.
Yep. I'm actually happy that I killed the truck and the Storm Boys because she is collecting the Homer points. So if I can whittle those units, then I can siphon her from scoring anymore, or she's gonna have to choose to use units that have shooting and fighting. So if I can kind of make her pick and choose, I'm happy with that decision. I'm also really happy with the Plague Bears being in her back deployment because now she's gonna have to kind of turn around to deal with them.
Folks, we have a game. 23-18 for Tanya after 2. Demons on her home objective, but Storm Boy still a deep strike. We got a live one here.
You know, I've had some losses, and those Plague Bears in my deployment zone are a bit of a problem. However, I think that I might have the tools to just continue on full steam ahead with the strategy and the plan from the beginning. So we're just gonna stay the path, and we're gonna keep doing what we're doing to score points. Turn 3, fight! Hey, guess what time it is?
Nurgle time?
No!
Oh.
But I think it may be time to, I don't know, how do you, why? Tanya, can you help me out?
It's time to war! But first, I have to move really, really carefully.
Oh, it's not tea time, okay.
No. Oh, I do have to do a battle shock for him, though.
Yes.
Yeah. He's battle shocked.
Oh, the Battle Shock Knob Biker dies.
For 3, so he's back up to 60.
10 points primary, 33-18. 1 command point for Tanya, and 3 for Snurgle.
So Tanya has called the wall. I'm not too worried about it. It's still bringing her closer to me and my deployment zone, so she can come closer if she wants to.
More move blocking in her movement phase here. Lots of tactical thought. She's gotta stop Snurgle from getting in close.
Those Plague Bears in my backfield are a real big problem for me. If I don't hold that objective, I don't get extra command points. So I really need to deal with them. So I'm gonna move these knobs inside of the building here since they're infantry. I need to keep moving these knobs further into her deployment zone so that I can max out teleport homers.
2 command points left now for Snurgle as she overwatches into the Storm Boys with the Soul Grinder. No joy. Storm Boys in to zone out some more. That's unfortunate. Killing a couple would have helped.
All right. I'll do some shooting.
The shooting phase now, and the knobs are going to deploy homers for 4 victory points.
I'm going to start with Gaz shooting into here.
Okay.
So he has 16 shots. 4s. 1.
Number 5s. Nope.
I'm going to do the grot tanks into these plague bears.
Grot tanks for the lulz. I love these little buggers. Oh, wow. They've killed more plague bears with 0 command points than 3 command points did on an entire squad of Storm Boys. That's gotta feel weird, odd, and inspiring. Go, little Gretchen!
I didn't realize how tough they are. They look so small, but they're very deceitful how tough they are.
Squiggle boys. So the saddle gits are not going to be able to reach, but the stickers will reach. 5s.
Okay.
So I need 4s. So it's going to be 2.
Okay, 5s. Oh, I make 1.
2 damage apiece.
Okay, that will kill 1.
I'm going to shoot the Mecha Dread into here. D6 plus 3. Oh, slightly better this time. Hitting on 4s. 3s.
5s. Nope. Okay, you kill 2.
I think that's it. So I'm going to have to do some charges. All right, it's time. It's time for Gaz to make the charge.
Charge phase now. Here comes Gaza and the boys into the plague bears, and it fails. Oh no! 1 command point on a reroll, and it fails again. Oh boy, oh howdy!
Yes! She failed the charge! Yes! Oh, I was praying to Nurgle and he listened to me. Thanks, Papa. Thank you.
The Mecha Dread charges the plague bears.
Boop, boop. Wee.
3 Mega Knobs and the boss into the 3rd plague bear squad.
Mega Knobs are going to go first. 3s, because they're being led by a war boss.
Ooh, the Mega Knobs killed down to the Scrivener and a single plague bear.
The Mega Knobs got into those plague bears and dwindled them to 1 plague bear left.
5 attacks. He is going to hit on 2s.
Okay.
2 dead plague bears for the Mecha Dread. That's it. Oof.
Okay.
You're smack back.
Tiny little smackbacks.
Slapbacks for the Scrivener squad now. Kills the Wounded Mega Knob. Plague bears into the Mecha Dread. Couple lethal hits, but that's it.
He's down 15.
Okay.
Realm of Chaos again to pick up a unit, go back into reserve. This time a Beast of Nurgle.
That is unfortunate that I missed those charges.
Gaz's failed charge is a big one. That could potentially be a massive swing. That said, the Grot tanks shoot so much, I wouldn't be surprised if they clean up that home objective all on their own. 41-21 at the end of Tanya's turn 3. No prisoners in behind enemy lines are drawn for Snurgle. She's only holding 1 objective for now.
I just drew behind enemy lines and no prisoners. I'm really happy with these choices. I just need to kill 3 units. There's a couple units that are kind of dwindled, so if I just finish them off, I can max those points. And I already have 1 unit of plague bears in behind her enemy lines, and I have that Beast of Nurgle ready to come down. Yeah, so my unit there needs to battle shock.
Okay.
I get +1. They are good. They will get D3 plague bears back.
Okay.
For 2.
That failed charge from Gaza has really opened up an option of raising Tanya's home objective here, and Snurgle is really thinking about it. Be'lakor advancing, probably looking at using that Warp Surge strat in order to get a long charge off.
And the most important is in your deployment zone, trying to fit the plague bears and put down my Beast of Nurgle.
1 command point on Denizens of the Warp to deep strike the Beast of Nurgle onto Tanya's home objective and start raising it. If this happens, this is huge.
Yes. Grand Clean One's finally coming to party.
The Great Unclean One is going to make the knobs -1 to tough, and Rodigus will make the knobs easier to fight as they finally join the fray.
Okay, on to shooting. we'll start with the Soul Grinder.
Soul Grinder and Bellicor have managed to pick up a unit of Storm Boys and shooting.
Well, the Storm Boys are now gone from the middle of the table, and that unit was potentially going to come in really handy in the later turns. So now I'm going to have to rethink my plan.
I'm going to start off with the blue Great Unclean one. So D6 plus 3 attacks.
Okay. 5 up invuln. I save 1.
Okay, just 1 damage.
Okay, so 1 is going to be down to...
Rodicus is going to use his streams of brackish filth onto this unit.
Okay.
Ooh, puke and filth and ooey gooey shoosting now. Those poor knobs.
Well, that was actually a big surprise that I only lost 1. I thought that that was going to be a lot more painful than it was, and this is really good for me because this allows me to keep doing deploy teleport homers.
So I'll go on to charges.
All right.
I think the furthest charge I have is Rodicus here, so
Okay.
Let's start off with him.
Okay.
Well, I guess they're both the same, so.
I can only really pray to Gorka Morka that the Nurgle demons get the same treatment that Gaz got, so let's see what happens.
Rodicus to charge, 6 inches needed, and fails! Oh no!
Oh!
I need him to get in,
Okay.
so I will spend my CP
Okay.
to reroll that.
You could also fail it again like I did.
Yes.
You could
Can you
do
imagine
that.
if we mirrored our turns?
That would be hilarious.
Oh!
Yes!
Oh wow! That is the worst possible outcome.
Now I know how Tanya feels, and it doesn't feel good.
Great Unclean One is in though.
Soul Grinder, charge.
Okay. Oh, look, he's in.
Yeah.
The Beasts and Horticulus are into those Squighog boys.
I know, I'm going to start off with the Soul Grinder so I can get the disappointment out of the way.
Okay.
Just going to start with his Iron Claw with
Okay.
5 attacks, hitting on 3s. Strength 16.
Oh, 2s. 5 for 5 up invuln. I do not.
Okay. Okay. He has the Warp Claw for extra attacks.
Okay.
So there is 6 of them, hitting on 3s.
It takes 2 the extra attacks of the Soul Grinder to kill it. Wow!
Alrighty. On to the Great Unclean One, hitting on 2s.
Okay.
Great Unclean One into the Mega Knobs, finally takes him down.
And the next charging unit is the Beast with Horticulus.
Artist Nails and the Squighog boys,
On 4s.
but they hold, and they kill a Beast of Nurgle.
Yay, I got one! Spending the command point to make them tough, I really think was the right judgment call. And on top of that, not only did they not die, they also killed a Beast of Nurgle, like completely dead. There's no way that this thing is coming back. I feel really good about it.
10 points on her secondaries this turn. That brings us to 36 to 41 in Tanya's favor. Only 5 points in it again. This game is incredibly tight. Despite a distinct lack of skilling, the score is what matters. 41-36. We have an absolute slugfest on the scoreboard. Tanya's turn 4 now. Bellicor going for Pall of Despair, so Battleshock tests within 6 of him, and it costs Tanya 1 knob as they are now Battleshock.
It's turn 4, and like, this game is absolutely intense.
The Mechadrag gets better and heals up every turn. Gotta love those little Gretchen working away on him. Tough choices here, as the crush of pus-filled flesh is about to roll over the Orks unless Tanya can stymie some movement.
I'm going to set up the charge for Mozrog so that he can get on the objective and give me a little bit extra OC on there, just in case I cannot clear my home objective.
Squighog boys fall back to that center objective.
I am going to start shooting with the Grot Tanks into the Plague Bearers.
Grot tanks are bringing the rain into the Plague Bearers.
Gaz is going to shoot all of his shots into the plague bearers.
Gazgul now, only 3 plague bearers left.
I have 10 grot blasters going into you. 4s, 5s. 2 more saves, please.
They both go through?
Truck center table's going to deploy homers, and the Mecha Dread fires into the plague bearers.
D6 plus 3. 4s. 3s.
I'll save 1.
It's 2 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna do some charges.
This is a huge charge here. Mozrog needs a 7-inch charge into Bellicor, and another one fails. Whoa!
Oh, Tanya fails another charge. Can she make another one?
How many failed charges this game? Command reroll, and finally the charge succeeds. However, Horticulus Slimex and his Beast Nagus can intervene for free, and they do.
I'm gonna charge in the grot tanks into your plague bearers. I'm gonna double charge, actually.
Grot tanks charge both home objective units. Gaza finally makes a charge.
Gaz finally made a charge. What is this, turn 4? And he's finally made a stinking charge.
And the Mecha Dread hits the Plague Bears. I think Tanya's going to be able to clear her home objective here.
This is really interesting, and I want to see how this goes.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with Mozrog.
Mozrog first. Bellicor tanks it all. That's absolutely freaking huge.
Oh. Bellicor. He's gonna survive. Okay. I kind of like this.
Gaz next.
Okay.
So Gaz is going to hit on 2s.
Gaza kills the Beast of Nurgle, and the Mega Knob wipes that squad. That, too, is huge.
So then I'm going to go in with the Mecha Dread.
Yes.
Mega Dread picks up those Plague Bearers.
All right. See if my boy Mozrog can survive it.
Hitting on 2s with 6 attacks.
Bellicor claps back, 3 saves, 12 wounds into Mozrog, 4 up Feel No Pains, and he takes 4, down to 5 wounds.
Oh my goodness, that was so many big, scary attacks coming in at Mozrog, and he did it. He survived.
On to the Beast unit that
Okay.
heroically intervened.
Okay.
Will this be heroic? Hitting on 4s.
Okay.
Beast of Nurgle and Horticulus take him to 4 wounds, but that makes him battle shockable.
I have 4 attacks with his
Okay.
lopping shears.
His what?
Lopping shears.
Oh, because he's a gardener?
Yes. 3s.
Hey.
Nothing. Mulch is now
Okay.
up to bat.
Okay.
These 2 need to go through
Okay.
in order to finish it, possibly.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s. Hitting on 5, or wounding on 5s, nothing. So he will survive.
All right.
Snurgle spending a command point again to pick up the Plague Bearers and the Spoilpox Scrivener. Whew, Mozrog's charge is a big-time gamble. If he survives this coming round of shooting, it could be lights out for Snurgle. However, he has to weather the storm or the midboard will collapse and Grandfather's blessings will flow into the Orc deployment zone with all of its ooey-gooey goodness. Whew, tight game. 56-36 in Tanya's favor. No bonus command point for Snurgle. Discarding Cleanse for extend battle lines out of command points. 41-56 Tanya's favor.
So I pull extend, and I need to take an objective from her. If I can get Mozrog, possibly I can fulfill this, and it just made that gamble worth it. On to movement.
Wow, the secondaries are not great here, and this is a tough movement phase. Where to fall back and where to attack.
Slightly. So he can see that truck.
Oh, spicy. Okay.
And then I'm going to bring in my Plague Bearers.
Okay.
The Great and Clean ones have to do some psychic abilities. Rodicus is going to use Virulent Blessings.
Okay.
Onto your knobs.
Okay.
And the Great Unclean one is going to -1 toughness to the knobs as well.
Okay.
On to the shooting.
Bellicor fires into Mozrog. Tanya spends a command point on Arda's nails. 4 wounds and Feel No Pains keep Moz up at 2 wounds left.
Great Unclean one is going to put everything into him.
Okay.
So we'll start with his plague flail.
All right.
For the flail, 4s.
Okay. All right, so 4 up. Nope.
And Mozrog feels no pain on both of them. Whoa! Good lord in a hot plate, what's happening?
They just didn't make it. Disappointed.
Okay.
So the Soul Grinder's gonna put all of his shots into the Mecha Dread.
Okay.
So we'll start with the Harvester Cannon with 3 attacks.
Mechadred getting shot now, nothing.
Rodicus here is gonna put his Brackish of Filth into the knobs here.
Okay.
Rodigus brackish filth into the knobs, those poor knobs.
On the charges.
Yep.
Soul Grinder.
Yep.
Plague Bearers into him.
Plague Bearers fail, but Rodigus is in.
The Soul Grinder with his Iron Claw will have 5 attacks.
Soul Grinder starts us off, nothing.
And then Rodicus will have 7 attacks. Hitting on 2s or 2s.
5 up invuln. I save 2.
The boss knob in this squad is still up.
I don't kill Be'lakor, but maybe I could kill a beast. Mozrog. 6 attacks.
Okay.
2s. 5s.
Let's do Be'lakor. He needs to finish the job. So hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. So 3 in total.
4 up invuln.
Okay, so be d6 plus 1 for 5.
4s. No, you got him. Just.
Mozrog is dead, but at what cost?
All right, so swing 2.
Yep.
So that is 2.
Looking for 4s. I save 1.
That is going to be 4 damage.
Okay.
And then my stompy feet, 3s, 5s. Oh, jeez.
Looking for 4s. I save 1.
1 damage.
Okay, he's down to 9.
Mozrog held up the entire midboard and cost Nurgle extend battle lines, 5 secondary points. That makes this an 11-point game as we head to turn 5. What a nail biter. 56-45.
It's Tanya's last turn. I'm really hoping that maybe she's tired and she can make a mistake and I can kind of capitalize on that. I can kind of almost taste the win. It's so close. Our points are just level almost. I've been catching up and I think I got this.
It's been 4 really careful tactical turns, so let's start this last careful tactical turn.
Yes.
Extra command point turn 5 here, no good. Battleshock test passes, 66-45.
I'm gonna get 10 points on the primary and I'm gonna get my secondaries. So the only thing that I really can do is maybe look at ways to stop Kaylee from scoring any more points. But let's just see what I can do here.
Tanya looks to be making sure of securing her win here. She's splitting her forces up to get to be where she needs to win the game.
And then we're gonna just do this. So the saddle gits are going to go into the Beast of Nurgle, and then the stickas are going to go into Be'lakor.
Sounds amazing.
So we'll do the saddle gits first.
The Squighog Riders split fire to victory, but no joy. Truck mid-table deploys teleport homers.
We need to fight there.
Yes.
So you get to do fights.
Okay.
Oh, the war boss is picked up.
Okay. We can punch each other there. Like.
Yeah. 4 attacks.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s, 3s.
Looking for 4s. I will save 1. Fail 1.
That's 4 damage.
Okay, he's down to 5. The Soul Rider's gonna fight into the Mecha Dread with his 5 attacks.
Soul Grinder into the Mecha Dread, takes it down to 3 wounds. Realm of Chaos again, and she's picked up the Beast of Nurgle. 71-45 in Tanya's favor here. What has Snurgle got in her pocketses? Battleshock succeeds for the Soul Grinder, and she's gonna score primary bottom of turn.
Do I finally get another one? Oh!
Yay!
Oh! And now I need to draw some tactical missions. I still have extend battle lines. I feel pretty confident that I'm gonna take that objective. And for the last one, storm hostile objective. Just need to get that objective from you. On to movement. I'm going to advance these guys.
Her movement phase is all about trying to steal objectives here. She's got extend battle lines, a storm hostile objective.
Great and Clean one's gonna squeeze his way in. Plague Bears are going to advance. Forward. Nurglings here are going to advance. Not too far. Kind of hoping to go a little bit faster, but. And Beast of Nurgle's gonna just come down and hang out with Mr. Rodicus. Alrighty, let's do some shooting.
Okay.
Let's do the Soul Grinder first.
Okay.
So he's gonna put everything into the Mega Dread. So with the Harvester Cannon, 3 attacks. And looking for 4s.
3 up.
Ooh.
I'm gonna command point reroll that one.
Okay.
Nope.
Ooh.
Does he blow up? No.
Okay. So I take that point, I get my storm, and I get my extend. But Tanya,
Yeah.
I fall short.
She's extended and stormed and scored, but that is not enough. It's a 6-point deficit. What a finish, what a game. That has gotta be one of the most well-played tactical matches we've had on the channel in a long time, if not ever. 81-75 in favor of Tanya the War Mistress. Amazing win, Tanya. Congrats on your victory in Kaylee. Nurgle Snurgle, what can we say but well played? Man, oh man, do I want to see a rematch. Special thanks to this episode's sponsor, Frontline Gaming. Make sure to check out our affiliate link below. We appreciate the support Frontline has given us over the years, and by using the affiliate link, you can support them and us. Big time thanks to all of you for watching. If you like what we do, please consider supporting us through YouTube membership or Patreon. You'll get exclusive releases as well as behind the scenes interviews, early access to most of our shows, and access to our Discord, the most happening 40K community around. Well, that's it from us at the Play On Studios here, folks. On behalf of everybody, this is JT, the voice of Play On, saying, until the next time you see us in the far-flung future of a grim-dark universe, play on!
Tanya, thank you so much for being my opponent today on Play On Tabletop and getting to meet you and see your amazing orcs. It was a fantastic game. I will never forget this. Let's do it again.
Kaylee, thank you so much for coming out and visiting my friends at Play On Tabletop. It was so amazing to get to meet you in person after being your internet friend for many years. And it was so awesome to see your beautifully painted army. It's always such a treat to be able to play against another army that has so much love and care and attention put into it.
To everyone out there watching, just remember that it doesn't matter if you win or lose. Someone's going to lose, and it's okay to lose. All that matters is having a fantastic game because the dice tell stories that you will remember forever.